I'm putting that in there. Hey guys, welcome to More Than Missionary. Before we start the show, we have a little disclaimer.
We are not licensed psychologists, therapists, life coaches, sex coaches, etc. We are literally two humans who like to talk about sex and share stories and experiences that might be relatable to you or someone you know, so we can all become more knowledgeable in the practices of safe and fun sex.
Enjoy the show.
Welcome back. My name is Christina.
I'm Ashley.
And this is More Than Missionary. On today's episode, we are going to be discussing and continuing to discuss our 5 love languages. In particular, we are going to be talking about receiving gifts. Ashley, like I've said before, you read this entire book. And also, this happens to be one of your top love languages. Mm-hmm. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this, because this was like the lowest one for me.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to hear more about gift giving and receiving.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about talking about this one, just because of the fact that, you know, as we were talking about this, that a lot of people have a lot of negative intuitions about receiving gifts. Sometimes a lot of people feel very uncomfortable admitting that their love language is receiving gifts because it seems so superficial. And I'm here to debunk that statement or that feeling, because reading this book has definitely validated why I feel the way I feel about receiving gifts. Mm-hmm. So this book explains that receiving gifts is not necessarily about the gift itself. It's a visual symbol or representation of somebody's love. Mm-hmm. So the gift itself is a symbol of that thought. It doesn't matter whether it costs money. What is important is that you thought of him or her. Mm-hmm. So I definitely feel that way. Like, I get super excited over stupid little knickknacks or something that somebody found for me. It has absolutely nothing to do with the cost of it. It has everything to do with the thought.
Yeah.
So I love, for me personally, everybody knows that like green and black are my colors. Yeah. So anytime somebody's like, oh, like my little cuppy cup, it was a gift from my best friend, and she was like, oh, you love spikes and you love green, so I had to get it for you. And, you know, it's stuff like that. It's for me, it's not about the money. It's not about, you know, what it costs. It's all about the thought behind it.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. I feel like with gift giving, gift receiving, like you were saying, it has like this stigma of being superficial, mm-hmm. even though it's not. It's about the symbol. It's like the physical mm-hmm. symbol of like the thought behind. It's like the thought behind it that counts, right? Yeah. It really does. Like as an example, so I mean, this is like a pretty stereotypical thing with relationships, right? But like I even though this love language is the lowest on my totem pole, like my husband will randomly buy me flowers from the grocery store, like, mm-hmm. you know, and I'm telling you, like, that stuff makes me feel so good, mm-hmm. so good, just because, like, it was like, I just thought of you and I'm just getting it for you. It doesn't take much money.
No.
Sometimes it takes no money.
And even if you don't have the money, going on the side of the road and picking wildflowers literally costs nothing.
Literally. Yeah, literally. Just
yeah. So I do have in here for my little, because I kind of went through and wanted to show some like differences between the love languages. Mm-hmm. Gifting yourself and being present in times of need versus quality time and conversation. So gift is about the physical presence, and quality time is about the attention. So for me, I genuinely love like little things that will remind me of my partner. You know, I think as far as sexually, this can be translated into like maybe a collar or a necklace with your person's initial on it. Those things go, and they don't even have to be expensive. It's just the thought
Just
of
be a chain. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Also, have you seen that like trend of take your girl to Home Depot and make her a chain necklace?
No.
I love those.
That's so cool. I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah,
I'd like to watch those.
it was kind of cute. Like some of them was
Is that on
like,
TikTok?
yeah,
Okay, I'll have to find them.
you will have to find it. Yeah, but yeah, it's just cute. I was like, oh okay, and
That's cute.
and it doesn't even cost that much money. You know, you go and buy a few chain links from Home Depot, and suddenly you have a necklace, and it's something you guys do together. And
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, because you're doing it together.
yeah,
It's actually something that I've like kind of talked a little bit about with my husband about like, like, oh, let's go to like we said like a jewelry store and getting just like a simple chain, and like I don't ever want to take it off, and it's like that's kind of a form of coloring, and I love that. I mean, it's kind of funny because like I wear a wedding ring, right? Well, this is just like my silicone band, but it's like that is kind of like like a form of coloring, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is like a gift that we got for each other, and it's the same thing with like kind of doing that. It's like a combination of quality time and
yes, I was actually just about to go in that.
Yeah.
So my favorite thing in the whole wide world is quality time with the bonus of a gift. So like you said, you and your husband will do like wine painting nights.
yeah.
And that's quality time, right? You're painting together, you're having conversation, but then at the end of it, you're gifting a canvas to your home or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a reminder of your love,
Yeah, and we put them up too, like especially like we like doing it during the holidays. So like this past December we did like a winterscape type of painting we did together, and then afterwards we hung them up. We had them up for like all of winter. It was great. It was super cute, and I loved every time I looked at it. It just reminded me of when we did it. you
Yeah.
know? And it's cool because it's like it's like a physical gift in of itself because you're gifting your home, and it's like you're painting it kind of for the other person and for each other. So
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Exactly. I also wrote on here, receiving gifts is all about the physical, physically being present in time of need of physical gifts. It's a symbol of love. So it says in here, the last piece is, gifts need not be expensive, nor must they be given weekly, but for some individuals, their worth has nothing to do with monetary value and everything to do with love.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
I mean, hell, I'm sure it's like, it's great. Like, does your partner ever just like buy candy for you or like your favorite?
the gummy
snack?
worms we're literally eating right now.
Yeah, right. Literally, yeah. Like, yeah. What a great. First of all, what a great fucking snack. I mean, I don't know if I would consider this a snack as much as I would just consider it a treat. But, yeah, it's like doing stuff like that where it's like, oh wow, I went to Walgreens and picked up my partner, person I care about's like favorite snack, or like, okay, like every time we hang out. What do you want from Starbucks? You know what I mean? Like, same thing. Like, and we've done that for each other, too. And it means a lot. Like, it's like, oh, you're thinking about me. Like, that's really sweet. And so, yeah, like, this, like, gift giving. Or, like, what's interesting? I think a form of gift giving is, like, making food for somebody. Like, I feel like that's, like, a form of gift giving. I love cooking for people.
I love baking for people. I
Oh,
love baking.
Yeah,
So I will say that, especially with my celiac, it is so hard to cook or bake for me because a lot of people don't realize how much gluten is in fucking everything. You have to check every seasoning, every syrup, every, spice. There's gluten in so much shit, and even if it doesn't say contains gluten, you have to literally break down all of those big word type thing because sometimes they're gluten based.
It's like they're that specific thing is gluten,
So it's hard to cook for me, and I recognize that.
Yeah.
But like having somebody cook for me and like recognize how hard that is.
Yeah.
All the obstacles that you have to go through in order to cook a home cooked meal for somebody like me. It can be.
That's like a lot. It takes effort.
It takes a lot of effort. Yeah.
I feel like okay, I had somebody in my life who was vegan for a while, and I would go out of my way to like buy them brownies from a specific place that was like specifically like a vegan treat place, and they had vegan brownies that were like out of this world, and I used to buy like these vegan brownies for this person. I know they cared about that because that was like their love language was totally like gift receiving. And it's like that type of stuff, like, you know, like, have you ever heard of the phrase, like, oh, the way to a man's, you know, heart is through his stomach?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that goes hand in hand with gift giving.
Yeah, for sure.
Cooking and
it also
baking.
could be considered, though, an act of service.
That's also true. It's kind of both, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of both, because you do get, like, a physical thing afterward, but you're also, like, you know, like, you're laboring over something to do for the
I will
person.
say that one thing that my current partner does that, like, I genuinely love is I am a little Slurpee slut. I'll do dirty things for a Slurpee, man. Like, I love...
So watch your back, 7-Eleven.
Yeah, literally. I love Slurpees. It's like I will eat healthy all day long. I'll work out, and then I'm like 2 a.m. hits, and I'm like, kind of want a Slurpee right now. And almost every night that I'm there, he will DoorDash a Slurpee for me. And it is like
That's so cute.
the nicest thing, and I'm just like, oh my god.
That's what I get every time I go to a movie theater.
Yes.
I go to the icy spot, and I'll like, okay, what's your favorite flavor?
I usually, so if I'm getting it myself, I do like a cherry Coke mix.
Oh.
But usually
okay.
when you do it, like order it through DoorDash, they don't mix it for you or
Oh.
anything. So I go back and forth between cherry and Coke. But
Ooh.
every now and then I'll switch it up and I'll, blow a Smurf, get a blue one.
Okay, I have a funny comment about that actually. I like to do, first of all, I like doing the blue raspberry and the cherry. Like I'll do one or the other. I'll just like do it until it gets all the way to the top, and then I stick the lid on, and then you like fill the lid part up. So one time I'm trying to remember if it was like blue Sour Patch Kids or if it was a blue Slurpee, and I don't remember which was which. My tongue was blue. Things were getting intimate at one point. I was called a sexy little blue Smurf. It took me out. It took me out of the moment. I laughed really hard though. And so now, like, anytime somebody's like blue Smurf or like a blue Slurpee or something, I'm like, I'm like, check your tongue, guys, before you get into that situation.
You're like, it didn't really do it for me, but
Yeah, okay. I'm not trying to yuck someone's yum here, but like.
It's so funny.
Yeah, anyway, like we were saying, like your partner will like DoorDash you a Slurpee or something, and that's like, yeah.
And it literally fulfills my entire receiving gift love language.
Tank. Yeah, your love tank gets filled up from that. That's amazing. Yeah.
He's really good about the gift giving though.
Oh, that's sweet. I love that.
Exhibit A.
I love that for you.
Our gummy worms in your toaster.
Oh my god, yeah, okay, I fucking love this. So I'm a massive Bob Ross fan. I have a Bob Ross air freshener in my car. It doesn't even smell anymore, but it's just in there. I just like it. Just a permanent decorative piece in my car. And I have a mouse pad that is a cat dressed up as Bob Ross, and then painting a canvas that says "Feed Me." I'm blown away. Oh, I also used to have a Bob Ross Chia Pet that I actually brought it to my wedding and then it broke. Somebody dropped it in front of my eyes. I was very sad. I was like, oh,
I remember
that's unfortunate. What?
I remember that.
Yeah, were you there?
I was there.
And then, okay, I mean, we still have it. We just, like, use it as a planter now for other things, but just, like, busted up head with Bob Ross. And now, I was gifted from Ashley and your partner, this amazing Bob Ross toaster that stamps on Bob Ross, his face.
Toast.
On the bread when it's toasted, which is, I haven't even used it yet. I am so excited to use this. I'm excited to bring this home and show my partner. He's so fed up with that, but with my Bob Ross stuff and obsession. But like, I fucking love Bob Ross. So I'm so excited about this. I am not, like I said, like receiving gifts isn't like my top love language by any means, but that doesn't mean I still don't like getting things. So, like most people, right? Like everyone likes to get a gift, right? So yeah, that was like, that made me feel, it was like, oh wow, like that's so thoughtful. Like I like, you gave that to me, I was like, that is so thoughtful and sweet, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm, big fan of the toaster, okay? So thank you, Ashley, and thank you to Ashley's partner, so.
Yeah, of course. So cute.
Great. I'm so excited to use it.
Yeah. So gift giving sexually. We talked about like colors and things like that, but there's also other toys that you can use for gift giving.
The gift of orgasm. Like, okay, so gifting somebody lingerie. I have gotten that as a gift, and I am like, it's crazy. It's like when I was gifted this, it's like now my favorite piece that I own. Not just because the person gave it to me, but because he knows me so well. It's like I tried it on. I was like, wow, I love the way I look in this. Like I out of every piece that I own, I was like, I love the way that I look in this. Kudos, great job. And on top of that, it was like, wow, like you like it, I don't know, it tickled my fancy, that's for damn sure. And it's such a thoughtful gift to get your partner.
Well, also then it makes you feel sexier knowing that they picked it out for you.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
And you're like, oh, you really want me to, you really want to see me in this, right? It makes you feel good about it.
It makes you feel seen.
Seen and sexy and beautiful and all of those lovely acronyms. And also, I feel like gifting like somebody a toy too, your partner a toy is like also huge. Like, that.
So you were telling me about a fun little toy that y'all gifted to each other, or he gifted to you, right? One that you can kind of use anywhere, wherever.
Yeah, it's remote controlled. It's a remote controlled like vibrator that you like stick inside. And so it's like, it vibrates on both ends. Let me tell you something. Listen, I know that this particular toy, I think it's called WeVibe, okay? It is it's pricey. It is a rather expensive toy. Worth every penny, in my opinion. Worth every penny, okay?
What's pricey, though?
If it's, I would say, like this I think was like $300.
Okay.
Which is like, I mean, listen, that's like, that's a lot of, in my opinion, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, but it's also something that's literally going inside of your anatomy.
Yeah, like I want it to be good quality.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, like I said, like it's pricey, but it was worth it. Because it's also remote controlled, and I guess you can like control it with an app, so it has like a remote, but it also has an app. And I haven't downloaded the app, but like I was like, yeah, the remote's fine. But yeah, you just like can use it anywhere, and you could also use it like with penetration too. So it's like there's that extra added element. It's fabulous. Big fan. Highly recommended. 5 out of 5.
Sponsor us.
WeVibe, please sponsor us.
Oh my goodness.
But gifting your partner toys, and then obviously like.
I really think the collar is like a really big one though too. If you're in a sub-dom relationship, just because of the nature of the collar and the nature of gift giving, of like wanting that physical representation of love.
Yeah. What do you think about like? I feel like this could really go hand in hand with this. Like, could you say somebody who is a sugar daddy who likes to give gifts to their sugar babies?
Yeah.
Like that's like they're clearly.
I think that's a lot of like not even just sugar daddy baby relationship. I think that's even more sub-dom relationships in general. I think a lot of subs, even if their gift giving is not high on the list, I think subs genuinely love like this idea of being noticed especially brats. Like, we want the attention. We
Yeah.
want to know that we're thought about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's a really big one when it comes to sub-dom relationships, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I love the idea of, like, collaring, so.
Oh, me too. I love a good collar.
It's cute.
Clearly, I love chokers, but yeah, I
Chokers
love
are
it.
cute.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of
I love a good collar, though.
You look good, man.
Thanks. Our partners are gonna watch our podcast and be like, "What is with y'all? Like, do we need to be worried?"
Yeah, they're gonna be like, you guys do spend, like, hours with each other when you do hang out. Are we okay? Yes.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. Mind your business. Exactly. Precisely. Notice how I'm avoiding all of the orange ones?
I know. I did notice that.
I have a food allergy to oranges. It's a very random thing, and I didn't acquire this allergy until I was an adult. But now I'm, like, extra. I'm like, even if it's the color orange, I'm like, I'm not risking it.
Yeah, these are definitely orange. Don't eat them.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's, like, fake orange. But
Yeah.
I ain't risking it.
Don't spill the cup again. We've been through this, Christina.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
Sloppy drunk on water.
I'm not drunk, I promise. I'm not drinking on the show.
We're literally drinking water right now.
I did take we think we both did. We took a THC gummy earlier before we started this episode.
It's not kicked in yet for me. I'm gonna.
It's like, hasn't kicked. I feel like it's starting to for me a little bit.
All right. Well, let's push into this. Let's push into this topic.
Push it.
Push it. Push it real good, baby. Okay.
Can we narrate a book together?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I feel like we wouldn't be able to get through it. We would just be laughing the entire time.
Laughing.
We can't. Like,
We could do that. You know what? Okay. We're getting off topic. That's a great TikTok video idea. I'm just letting you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, receiving gifts for you. What are some things that you think that are great, like gift giving things, or advice to our audience of how they can give gifts, especially in a sexual relationship, other than like toys and collars?
In an intimate setting, like in an intimacy setting, could be honestly just like verbalizing to them that, like, hey, like, I just want to go down on you for a while. I want to stay down here for a while, right? Like, that is, that's a lovely gift, okay? That's a great stress reliever. Part of it, too, is because it's like, I mean, it is an act of service as well, but I also think that is receiving a gift.
Yeah.
It's both. I think doing that, I have not done this. I know some people have done this, and I think it's like, you could say that's like a form of it. But like, if you do have like a remote controlled toy, it's like you could, I guess it's, I don't know, it's like, I feel like the things that I'm saying are more acts of service than gift giving. But like going out into like a public space with that and utilizing it on somebody it's a gift that keeps on giving.
The gifts is more about like the physical appearance. So I even almost think that like sometimes for people who are into a little bit of pain and pleasure, like I genuinely love to see a bruise or a little mark that like,
oh, you know what, actually that is so true. Yeah, like having that physical mark out there, that's a great gift to give to somebody in an intimate setting. What, like, okay, now I just want to hear what your thoughts are on, because mine are like, I'm like, I think I've gone through all the ones that I think, but since this is like one of your top love languages, like what else would you say?
So yeah, like marking is definitely one of them. I'm also weird about markings. Like I don't want anyone to see hickeys on me or any, like I'm not like that.
Like a private spot.
Yeah, but like private spots or and another big thing that I wanted to address with gift giving is setting your partner up for success. So one thing that I have asked my partner is, because sometimes people, like, they'll know that your love language is gift giving, but they don't know how to go about it, or they don't know what to gift, and that can be a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'll ask, like, would you prefer me to let you know what it is that I want for things like birthdays or holidays or, whatever? Or would you like to do the thoughtfulness on your own? And I will preface with, I personally do enjoy when my person is thoughtful and listens to my conversations and like can anticipate some of my needs. But sometimes there are things that we just want. And, if that person is kind of struggling with, I don't know what to get this person, being completely open and candid and being like, hey, I would really appreciate this for my birthday, or I would really appreciate this for Yule or whatever, Christmas, whatever.
Yeah.
So setting your partner up for success by communicating and having those conversations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any like recommendations for our listeners on what you could use at your disposal to find like a quality, like a thoughtful gift, right? Like it could
Honestly, just context clues on, like, you love Bob Ross.
right.
That's easy. Like, right? I just listen. It's part of that quality time and learning to listen to your partner when they speak. So it could be, I feel like I'm pretty easy. Anything that's like batty, gothic-y, green, black, like I'm happy. Like I feel like I'm very easy to please, but like just look for context clues in somebody. What is it that they're into or they like?
Stickers last week.
I did give you stickers,
and I was like obsessed. I'm like I've been telling people about them. Like, guys, I have so many stickers on my laptop now. It's great.
I genuinely love to give though too.
Yeah,
I love gift giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too that I feel like you could. Okay, I have found that using Etsy as a platform for gifts is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because it's personalized and you can find so many great gifts on there. I have found some of my favorite gifts I've given friends, family, my partner off of Etsy. I saw this awesome one where I took my husband's, one of his songs on Spotify, and I stuck it, you can do this like on a physical record to play it as a playable record, but I got him a display stand with his song on this vinyl record.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it's in his little recording studio that he has. And he has it up there. And it's like, it's like a very thoughtful gift. And it's, it's like, it was small. It wasn't like some big thing. It didn't cost a ton of money, but there was so much thought behind it.
Yeah.
And personalization to it that's what I ended up giving him, and he loved it. Another thing too, and this is especially if you're a creative individual or you like to be creative, like artwork or
Yes.
I love giving people artwork. I that's one of my favorite things to do. My best friend, she got married a couple years back, and I surprised her and I painted a photo of her and her husband on their wedding day. And I haven't given it to them yet because they live in a different state and it's hard to get it to them. But they have seen it. I will be giving it to them as soon as I see them next. But it's like that kind of a gift is super thoughtful. Or if my husband writes songs and does music, he's written me a song before. That's a gift. It is like in combination with an act of service because it takes a lot of labor to do it. It's a labor of love. But like that's another, great avenue. Just being creative with like a hobby that you enjoy.
Yeah.
And giving a personalized touch to the person you care about is a great gift to give someone. So
Absolutely.
yeah. Or a poem, whatever. I mean, that kind of goes hand in hand with words of affirmation. But,
Yeah.
So, is there anything else that you feel that could, that would be good gift giving advice for other people?
I think we about covered it all.
Yeah.
I think, just remembering that it's not always about how much the gift costs or it's usually more about just the physical, being able to see that act of love physically.
Yeah, I would have to agree. with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we agree.
I'm so happy. This gummy is definitely hitting me, by the way.
Is it really?
I'm like, right now, I was like, I feel it now.
Yo, bitch is high. No.
This bitch is high right here.
Well, we're about to go take a break anyways and get some food in us. I think we should go to Aldi and get some gluten-free bread so that we can test out this Bob Ross toaster.
Oh my god, yeah. Be on the lookout on TikTok because I think I'm going to post a video of it, so. Even though there's like nothing to do with our platform, I don't really care.
No, we're going to be straight millennials. Just make some avocado Bob Ross
That sounds so
Bob
good.
Ross toast.
Tossed.
Tossed. We
We're
tossed
gonna
that
make
salad.
We're about to make some toss. Avocado toast.
We're millennials. We'll make avocado toast. Our Bob Ross avocado toast. Oh my gosh. Anyways.
Well, anyways, yes. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. Come see us on our next episode for our 5 love language series. We've got 2 left right, in our grouping. So, my name is Christina.
I'm Ashley.
And this is More Than Missionary. If you have any feedback or would like to contact us for any way, you can reach us at all of our social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, or you can email us at morethanmissionary69@gmail.com. That's morethanmissionary69@gmail.com. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.